Paramount Global will shut down MTV Music, MTV 80s, MTV 90s, Club MTV, and MTV Live by December 31st, 2025. Crazy, man. What? AI is getting scary, folks. Yeah, this is from a tweet. I'm gonna use AI on all my unreleased songs and see what I got for you. Yo, welcome to another episode of the Larry O Show. Got my co-host to the left of me, as always.
It's John Phelps. What's going on?
I'm Larry O. We got a few things to talk about. Some music news. MTV. It's the end of an era.
Gone
MTV,
TV.
not shutting down as a brand, but I think just shutting down as just a bunch of TV channels and networks because nobody's really watching.
Yeah, you
TV
said
like
that, and I was like, MTV's still on? I didn't even know.
It is, and I think if you have like a certain cable provider, I think there was still a couple of them. I think MTV, MTV2. I mean, MTV took a massive shift. I don't know what year it was, sometime in the 2000s, where
reality TV.
It left music pretty much in the dust, and then they had music video channels specifically because they knew, hey, there's an audience that people still want to watch music videos. So how can we provide value to them at the same time, like get on the piggyback of this like whole reality TV thing? You got Real World, Road Rules, then the challenges, Jersey Shore. I mean, that took MTV to another level with Jersey Shore.
Crazy.
They're still doing Jersey Shore right now, bro.
Still.
They're still like, they did like a reunion thing, didn't they, recently? Like, I think last year there was a whole
I know a few
show.
people that would know for sure.
Yeah.
People love that show.
My wife, I think, knows about it. And I think I've seen like a couple of things viral-ish.
Yeah, I see the clips all the time. I feel like what's interesting is like you have these like, you have a whole channel, but it's like, why haven't these big brands adapted to the fact that like viral clips are just the thing? And like an Instagram can be way more poppin' than your YouTube channel, and a YouTube channel can be way more poppin' than your like regular TV channel.
Bro, it is. Specifically, I remember like Gary Vee saying it, and he runs a media company. And we can go this route because it just proves that nobody's really watching TV like that. Everybody's consuming media in a different way. That's why MTV's shutting down a bunch of channels. And it says that it's Europe and US is next. So I'm not 100% like, I just saw this. This is like brand new. Yes, I saw this yesterday, I think. Just to go on that topic real quick before I jump into the details of this. People are consuming media in such a different way that you have to advertise in a different way. So people are still saying like, oh, they have to dump a bunch of money into these TV commercials, which they still do because clearly if you're watching TV, like right now I'm watching the ALCS baseball. I mean, there's still a ton. You watch football on Sundays, there's still a ton of commercials. People are viewing there. But like, as far as these other regular TV shows, 99% of TV, I feel like people aren't just watching it anymore. They're not watching it. They're streaming shows on Hulu or
right. Like
Netflix.
I think TV is the format for like your public spaces.
Yeah.
Which we already kind of know are like changing before our eyes, like a public space, how people relate to public space, and do they go to a cafe and sit down for a few hours at a time like they used to? The answer, in my opinion, is like probably not. Like I don't think most people are like popping up to cafes like, you know, franchise cafes like Starbucks and stuff and just like doing work for hours on end. I don't really see that as much as it used to be. And like if you're talking about the old TV format, you would just put TV on in the background, like maybe with the audio, maybe not with the volume all the way up. And people just watch shows now. And people pay premium not to have ads.
Not to have ads.
And TV's like kind of 85, 90% ads.
So even though people are consuming media in a different way, there's the option to not even see any ads.
Yeah.
But then you have to say, all right, and I'm sure marketing companies and brands and other, billion-dollar corporations are aware of this because if I am, they have to. But like they're also saying, all right, so then there's product placement. Well, how can we get our products into the show, even if somebody doesn't see any ads? So like, all right, so let's say there's a sitcom or some sort of show, not a sitcom, but like just a reality type of show that they know nobody's has any specific ads on their platform. Music videos. It's just different. And that's why MTV, the channels are going away. But MTV, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I grew up in this era, and I don't think I would be doing what I'm doing now if it wasn't for MTV showing me more music and just watching these music videos, getting me into music. That literally like was the way you found out about an artist. That was the way at that time, the TRL days, bro.
Yeah.
I think you might be a little bit younger than me to did you go through
I
the
remember
TRL era?
TRL. Yeah, I remember TRL because they would have like the music video countdown and shit like that. And that dude fucking
Carson Daly.
that dude was on it, yo.
TRL, bro. TRL was on another level. This is the NSYNC days, 98.
Oh my god.
So the late
dudes button up.
Yeah, late 90s. Like this is Eminem. This is where Eminem blew up. And there would be a countdown. So if you're not familiar with MTV's TRL, it was a top 10 countdown, the top 10 music videos in the country, specifically the country, pretty much the world, because I think everybody around the world started to watch this in some way, but it was American based for the most part. And it would be a top 10 countdown every single day.
Yeah.
At like 3-ish o'clock. So you get out of school, you go and you watch MTV TRL right away. Right when you get home, it's like on. If I remember correctly. And it would be the hottest videos during that time. And I would discover, and they would have like the occasional new artist pop in. It would be like somebody at number 10 that was like a brand new artist, and you'd discover the artist, and then you'd go and you say, yo, this is dope. Let me go look it up. You would discover music that way. And obviously at that time, it was also the streaming era started. So that's the other thing. That era was just crazy for music for me.
Right.
And so to see that these channels are going away, even though they've been away pretty much because nobody's watching them.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy to me.
They've definitely been away, and what's interesting is that like the aesthetic and all that is fairly relevant. I don't know about this whole clip. This whole clip's a little crazy, but like people love like the the Gen X like soft club sort of aesthetic kind of thing now, but the format and all that is super gone. Like I don't know. It's almost like this is kind of a dead horse at this point, but like the gatekeeper kind of thing is out the window, where you can just go super viral and get your whole shit popping without having to have a major record label putting you on stage with Carson Daly
right.
at TRL. Like you don't need to do any of that. You would probably do better making like a low budget clip or like style clip that you produce yourself that like mimics that whole thing.
Right.
Like you would probably do better just having your own little like reality TV show.
Right, I mean now you can like literally create your own. You got YouTube, you have a phone, you have access to cameras. You could do whatever the hell you want to do right now. Like that's things are changing at such a fast rate. But it's just nuts to me. I'm just like looking up now. I'm remembering like
the
all
aesthetic
these old
is
things.
just crazy. I love these rips too. Like
and
these
VH1
are like
on VH1.
VH1 was nuts.
Why is it on VH1? Well, VH1 and MTV were both owned. I learned this years ago, actually. MTV and VH1's been gone. If you don't remember VH1, it was around the same time MTV. They were both popping. It was like they were both kind of music channels in a sense, but VH1 was, I think, more, if I remember correctly, they showed more documentaries and stuff like that. They did
behind
a lot
the
of
music.
Behind the music, pop-up video, bro. Do you remember? There was this thing called pop-up video.
That.
It would be music videos. I have to look this up. I know I'm like ADD today, but pop-up video. Watch this. So it would be
wild looking.
Let me preface you a little bit. It would be, I don't know why Zach Galifianakis is right there, but so it would be, you'd watch a music video on VH1. This is how they kind of separated the channels. VH1 had slightly different things. You would be watching the music video, but things would pop up on the screen. It would be details and facts about the artist, about the video, about how they created the video, about just random facts. And I love random facts. So this is like right up my alley. Not Ethan Hawke.
Not Ethan Hawke.
SP1200. This is Don Cannon still talks about this and still uses this. I think it's the SP1200. Juicy J uses this still to this day.
Hell yeah.
Crazy piece of gear right there. I
you
never
see the
personally
video
used
Juicy
it.
J in the video with the theremin, that like weird ass instruments in the
Oh,
studio
yeah.
making the beats,
Yep.
man. Shouts out.
Wild.
That was an amazing video.
But just random stuff.
That's so sick.
To be in a music video with that, because he probably made a decent amount of the beat with this. But pop-up video is kind of fire, though.
Nah, see, you could replicate this exact shit. Like, you could do the pop-up video for your music video. Like, if you an artist, right, take this to the bank, right? You do a music video, and then a little nice piece of derivative content might be like, break down like 7 facts from your music video. Like, we shot this in, at 5 a.m. because that was the only time the highway was open or whatever.
Right.
I don't fucking 2 a.m. whatever.
Just a little backstory. MTV launched in the US in 1981. It was the first 24-hour music broadcaster and quickly became known for its ability to churn out headline-making moments, like the debut of Michael Jackson's Thriller music video in 1983 and its 16-hour telecast of the Live Aid concerts in 1985. It hosted its inaugural MTV Video Music Awards in 1984. Those are still happening, and those are still big awards. A lot of people still watch them. So like there's still stuff that is going on to this day that birthed in the 80s. It was massive back then because there was nothing like it back then. There was all these like the Grammys and the Emmys and the Tonys and all those styles of awards that were like super polished, and I don't even know if conservative,
like it's like a dinner
in a way. It would be
dinner sort of thing.
Yeah,
They'd
and
be
then
all at a table.
Yeah, the
gowns.
VMAs came out and it was like, yo, this speaks to me because this is the type of music that I see and the type of culture that I see and that we see that we're into, and now we're seeing it being represented in an award show where it never had been.
You ever watch like the Nickelodeon Awards and all that?
Yeah,
with the
I used to love
that shit.
Kids' Choice Awards.
That shit used to be crazy.
It was the Kids' Choice Award. They still do it, I think.
Yeah,
people would get slimed. You'd have like a big celebrity on there, A-lister come on, just get slimed at the podium. Bro, award shows were on another level.
Imagine Trump getting slimed.
Bro, like let's look at the VMA.
I always thought those blimps that they would give out were so sick.
I used to love the blimps.
The blimps were fire. Can we interview somebody that got a blimp? We got to find somebody that got a blimp and ask them about the blimp.
There's definitely got to be somebody in music that we have mutual friends with, or
like 3 degrees of separation.
That somebody has to have like a music version of a Kids' Choice Award. There's got to be. VMAs were crazy. It goes through this whole Britney Spears era. Bro, so much like history in that. All right, so let's just see. There's this video on here that tells a little bit about. So this it has something to do with being a media merger. So Paramount Skydance chief David Ellison is in talks with major private equity firms, including Apollo Global Management, to help fund a potential $60 billion bid for Warner Brothers Discovery, sources told the Post. Apollo, led by billionaire Mark Rowan, already owns Cox Media Group TV news station. And this is so new, I can't even like look up a video on it. It's all these articles. MTV makes heartbreaking move to end 5 music channels. Paramount Global will shut down MTV Music, MTV 80s, MTV 90s, Club MTV, and MTV Live by December 31st, 2025. The music died a little bit more on October 12th in Paramount Global. Crushing news, blah, 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 blah. After 44 years, bro. 44 years. But I'm assuming they're still going to have, you know, the awards, because they're still going to be doing stuff on social media. There's no point of having these TV channels anymore.
It's just it's not cost effective, I'm sure.
No.
Like to have all these different partitions and to be producing all these different partitioned ways that people can enjoy the shit. Because most people are just on Instagram.
And that's what this is saying pretty much. Like viewing habits have transformed dramatically.
Right.
Music fans no longer wait for their favorite videos to appear on television. They simply open YouTube, Spotify, or TikTok and find exactly what they want instantly. That's the thing. It's instant gratification. We're on this instant gratification thing where you, me, even though we come from this generation, I come from a little bit further back than that, but I'm sucked into this instant gratification too.
Yeah.
I'm not watching TV.
Hell no.
If I'm watching TV, it's TV in the sense of streaming. I have a couple of shows that I have in my rotation. I'll go watch. The only live TV I'm really watching is baseball stuff and maybe some wrestling stuff. That's the only live TV that I'm really watching. And then if I want to hear a song, I go search it. Pandemic really accelerated everything in that
watch
aspect.
from home.
So if there was anything that was like gonna kill regular TV stations and regular like and movie theaters, even though movie theaters made it out because everybody kind of like wants to go back to that.
Yeah.
But you still have it's really fast now. It's like if the movie doesn't do like crazy well, I guess in the first like week or two, it's on streaming right away.
Yeah.
Or
it's probably super easy to service
Yeah.
movies to theaters now.
Yeah.
Like compared to like I remember being a kid and the movie Mulan came out. They had like world premiere type action and all that shit. Like you would have people at the fucking theaters like doing kung fu spectacles and all that shit. They don't really do that as much anymore unless it's for like, you know, a special niche market or like a wicked popular movie or something like that. But like service it straight to, you know, a movie theater for those people that, because people still love like the nostalgia factor. People still love to pop out and grab popcorn. Still a decent date idea.
Another thing that MTV had was MTV Cribs.
50 Cent and all that.
So they would have the music, like all these music artists come through in rap, rock, pop, whatever, and they would do MTV Cribs, and they would have They would like literally show the house.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
The following is an MTV Cribs special presentation.
Let me show you. This is Kanye West. Kanye West, to tell you, man.
When they were beefing, because they put out they put albums on the same day.
Yeah, they were kind of beefing. They never had like a real beef.
Yeah, it wasn't beef.
Kanye wasn't even like that kind of rapper then.
No,
especially.
for sure.
Like
for
now,
sure.
I
it's
think
like industry shit. They're all on the same day, so they want to push
different
something.
labels, like different. Because I think even back then it was monopolized to the point where there was like 3 major labels. So it's like you could be on this one, or this one, and that's pretty much it. Even though he had G Unit, but G Unit was under Shady Aftermath, which was under Interscope, which is under something else that maybe Universal. There's so many like sub labels that are massive that I can't even remember like which major they're under.
And now we gotta go. We gotta have
Beefing and even throwing shots in the MTV Cribs. Bro, MTV was a part of culture 100%, just music culture in general. They had everything just like on point for such a long time. They did like the Sweet 16 show where like people would have their 16-year-old massive like extravagant birthday parties. Yeah. And I remember a lot of singers, rappers, and artists in general, or just celebrities would have their 16-year-olds because they had the money to make it ridiculous. That was another show that still had the music involved. But all that, like, I mean, MTV saw an opening for this reality stuff. They almost like killed their own product in a way, you know, over time. They kind of did. I mean, it was where everybody was going, but like you created the first reality show. So then you realized people wanted more of it.
You want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's what people wanted in general anyways. I think they wanted reality. They wanted more real-ish, even though a lot of it's scripted. But yep, it's the end of an era. MTV shutting down 5 of its major channels.
Do you guys think it's a big deal? People in the comments, you think that's a big deal? Do you think like there'll be something that MTV does differently, or is it just strictly going away? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, gonzo. We have a few minutes if you want to get into that other thing we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of 50 Cent, man.
Speaking of 50 Cent, right?
There was that 21 Questions AI that
if you haven't
absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I mean, you might be kind of living under a rock if you haven't heard about this one. There's this trend going around. I don't even know what platform is doing it, to be honest, but there's this trend, 1950s, 1960s. People are taking these songs that were hot whenever in, you know, the 2000s or now, and they're creating with AI 1950s or 1960s version of that song. And it seems like this one is probably one of the most popular ones, the 21 Questions, and it is fire. I haven't heard the full song. I've only heard clips because how I consume media is like in TikToks and Reels. the picture gets me too.
I just wanna chill and twist the lie, catch stunts in my 745. You drive me crazy, shorty. I need to see you and feel you next to me. I provide everything you need, and I
crazy, bro. What?
I don't wanna see you cry.
AI is getting scary, folks. When they create something this real sounding.
I hope you can come up with the answers, baby. Girl, hey, it's easy to love me now. Hey, would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl?
Like, I'd listen to this shit for real.
I'm literally on the way home. I'm gonna put this
will
on.
be in the like in a movie, guarantee it,
bro.
This shit is good enough.
And
if
then
they get it licensed, you know what I mean?
So this Almost Real, what is this? I want to do a little bit of digging. Almost Real, is this a channel just dedicated to all this stuff, and it already has 183,000 subscribers? Snoop and Dre, still Dre. Look at this picture.
Oh my god, that looks like Nat King Cole.
Oh, bro,
that's crazy.
250,000. Oh.
Ooh, man.
You hear the chord progression?
Snoop looks the same.
It's just crazy to hear like rap lyrics in this style.
Right.
What blows my mind is just the instrumentation at the beginning, how authentic it sounds. This is what I'm saying. It's getting scary. I feel like my mindset has like changed within a year of hearing about AI this, AI that. It's changed, I feel like, just in a short period of time. Like, I'm hearing this and I'm like, if it sounds good, it sounds good. If it makes me feel a certain way, it makes me feel a certain way. I think regardless of how it was made.
Right. And I think when you have, say, like a finished composition that you're then uploading to like a software that makes a fun version or like a remix version of a song, I think that has a different implication that almost like services artists more. So like as a small artist, independent artist, I'm thinking like if I want to make a 1950s version of my song, I can do that now easily instead of like having a book time in a studio, make a sheet music for a string band or whatever to play. Now I can take my song and put it into a generator and make a version and post it on Instagram. And
Or
be
if
like,
you
"That's
just wanted
fun."
to make a 1950s style song, like
Boom.
it's very hard for you to create 1950s style instruments.
Right,
You go
facts.
create and then tell the AI, I only want the instrument section. I'm gonna add some drums, but also like give me a drum example that I
Yeah.
can maybe sample and make a drum section out
Yeah,
of this.
facts.
And I'm gonna put my own vocals on it.
It's all about how you use it for sure. And I think that like this feels more fun. And it's obviously like, it doesn't, I don't know, like the Suno thing for me was a big issue because people were uploading their individual work, like their isolated works, their
Yeah.
stems and all that, and then only getting one fully baked version
It's
out.
the training on how, it's the
Yeah.
training for me. I just want to hear this a little bit, but I got a point.
Shit right.
I want to look up.
Last album was a chronic, nigga. They wanna know if he still got it. They say rap changed. They wanna know how I feel about it. If you ain't up on things, Dr. Dre.
But it's the backgrounds. Look, like this is
Yeah.
nuts. What's blowing my mind is like the instrumentation is good, on point. The lyrics are there. Like sometimes when you hear a rap flow on this stuff, I'm like, like it's just not like in a pocket that I enjoy it 100%. It's still crazy to hear. But then when you get to the parts, it's choosing parts to harmonize. It's choosing parts to do like background vocals on. Like how does it choose the parts? It's choosing good parts to do background vocals on. That's nuts to me.
Name, I'm ahead of my game, still puffing my leaves, still fuck with the beat, still not loving police, still rock my.
See, like how the
khakis
flow's,
with a
like,
cuff and a
in a
crease,
weird
still got
pocket.
love for the streets,
I fuck with it.
213.
It's good.
Still the beats bang.
Maybe that's just because I know it to be in a certain pocket that I've heard for 20 years already, so maybe that's it.
All across the world, still hitting them corners in them low-lows, girl. Still taking my
So
time.
good.
It's all across the world, still hitting them corners in them low-lows, girl. Still taking my time.
Crazy. Now this shit is hot, he says. I'm gonna use AI on all my unreleased songs and see what I got for you. What?
I think he
AI.
said that on a post though. I think that was the caption.
Yeah, it's a quote. Yeah, this is from a tweet. I'm gonna use AI on all my unreleased songs and see what I got for you.
One thing about Fifth, like he's always known how to capitalize on some
He's
shit.
a businessman.
Yeah, he's always known how to capitalize on some
Yeah.
shit that's going on. He's always had like the right headspace for doing shit properly.
And he's gonna make sure,
yeah.
like, he's a businessman. He's gonna make sure it's done the right way.
Yeah.
And
yeah, the right way.
for him to make more money off it. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, this shit's hot. Because I know people
For
are
sure.
vibing with it.
Make sure it's done the right way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude.
I
This is like,
love 50 Cent, man. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, he's
This
just
dude's an animal. I love him.
I mean, he's a great rapper, songwriter, musician, but businessman, I think equally. You know?
He saw all the puffy stuff coming. He saw
Smart dude. Man, I'm curious and excited to see where this
really
goes.
good book too.
Like I'm scared but excited at the same time about how the AI stuff in music just in a year. I feel like we were just talking about with a couple of guests on about AI stuff and talking about the future. And within a 6-month span, we have stuff like this going on. Where 6 months ago, this wasn't even a thought. I embrace it as long as it's ethical.
Yeah.
And it's not hurting anybody. Unless it was done in an unethical way. That's the way I look at it. Like just make sure it's done the right way. Like let's get some laws in place quickly. Like people just drag their feet when it comes to this stuff. Like let's get some like legal stuff going in the music and just in everyday life, because it's going to affect everybody at a certain point. It's already affecting people. You know, it's hard to tell what's real now, especially with videos coming out.
oh my God, yeah.
It's hard to tell what songs are real. Maybe we'll leave it at this. It's weird because it's hard to tell what's real and what isn't. But at what point do we like just not even care?
Right. I mean, that's a whole
You know what I'm saying?
philosophical conundrum that people
Right
have been
now, it's the
debating for a
question.
long ass time too, right?
Yeah.
It's like like reality.
Yeah.
Is reality the hallucination at this point? You know?
We had a simulation. I put my tinfoil hat on.
I think that could be the thumbnail, yo.
Tinfoil hat. But yeah, I think we'll leave it at that with this picture right here. Boom. Yeah, I guess that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and as always, share this with a friend if you get me.